Hi, my name is Macie. I recently read the book Divergent by Veronica Roth. First off, here are some of the main characters of Divergent. This is the actual main character, Beatrice Pryor, or as she goes by, Trish. This is Tobias Eaton, the second main character. Here are some side characters of Divergent that might be important. This is Christina, one of Trish's friends. This is Caleb, Trish's brother. This is Will, one of Trish's friends. And this is Peter, one of Trish's enemies. What are factions? They're the 5 divisions where people live in Divergent. It depends on your personality, character traits, and hobbies, and things like that. First off, Dauntless. Dauntlesses are brave, daring, and take lots of risks. Next, Amity. Amities are peaceful, kind, and don't take lots of risks. They are calm. Erudite are intelligent, smart, and always can solve a problem. Now for Abnegation. Abnegation are selfless, giving, and hardworking. Finally, Candor. Candor are very truthful and never keep secrets. They also never lie. Those are the 5 factions. Which one are you? Now we're going to get into the conflict of the story. At the beginning of the story, Trish starts out in Abnegation. That is her faction. But as the story changes, her faction changes too. When you turn 16, you get to take a test to see what faction you might belong in. And you could choose if you want to go to a new faction. You must read the book to find out and see what Trish does. In Trish's new faction, she must take tests. If she fails them, she will become factionless. Factionless people are people who don't have factions or maybe failed tests when they were young and now they don't have a faction. As the story goes on, the conflict gets worse and Trish and her friends must try to help it. This conflict can either help or ruin lives. There are 2 more books of the series and the conflict continues throughout those 2 books. I recommend all 3. Here are some reasons why. Of course, this story has a love story involved. I love love stories and I would recommend this book for anybody else who does. There are also some fights involved, so if you like fights, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Cliffhangers. This book has a pretty big cliffhanger, and I would recommend it to anyone who likes cliffhangers. I never know how they're going to end, but you'll figure it out in the next 2 books of the series. Again, I totally recommend this book and the other 2 books of the series. These are the other 3 books of the series. There are actually only 2, but the 4th one in the bottom right corner is kind of like a sequel to the series. It's called 4, which tells a story from a different character's point of view. I thought it was really good and I recommend that one too.